Hello everyone, my name is Terry Vickroy, and today in the studio I've brought Living in Squalor. They're a rock band here at Fort Hays State University, and despite being together for only a short period of time, they've already released one music video. Due to the recent surge of creative output, I decided to bring Living in Squalor into the studio to find out what makes them tick. First off, we have Michael, the lead guitarist of Living in Squalor.
Yes, I am.
Why did you join Living in Squalor?
Well, they told me they needed somebody who really knew what they were doing, so, naturally, I was like, I know what I'm doing, so.
You were the top pick?
I'm the top pick, yeah, I was the only pick. What are you talking about, top pick?
Fair enough. How long have you been playing guitar?
Oh, I came out of the womb, and immediately the doctor just gave me a guitar, and I was just right there, just started playing guitar right as I came out, and ever since then, I didn't play it in middle school because that wasn't cool, but then got Guitar Hero, and I was like, all right, guitar's cool again.
So you're telling me the doctor gave you a guitar?
That's not the important part. It was after Guitar Hero. That's the important part here, so.
Well, let's just talk about the band some more. What's the songwriting process like?
Well, I don't know. You have to live in squalor for a little bit, so I had to give up on my high life, I cut down to spending only about $200 a day, maybe about 50 an hour, so I had to live in squalor for a little bit just to get that down.
You have to live the lifestyle?
Yeah, you have to live the lifestyle. Even if it's just for a little bit, you got to taste it, and then you can go back. All right, I've done it. Now let's write the song.
How long did you live in squalor?
Oh, I don't know. It was about 30 minutes or so. It was too long. I mean, it wasn't fun.
Now, how long has the band actually been together?
About, I don't know, 3 weeks? Maybe a little bit less than that. I don't know. Not very long, but long enough,
What do you see in the band's future?
I see a couple record deals maybe coming around. If we stick with this lineup, well, I don't know. We might have to get rid of Chris, but if we down the road, if we stay together but get rid of Chris, we got some good stuff coming.
Well, to wrap things up, what are some of your biggest influences?
Biggest influence, I would have to say Jay Leno and myself. I feel like Jay Leno's just a stand-up guy, and then, of course, me, so I just influenced myself.
Jay Leno, the talk show host?
Yes, Jay Leno, the talk host.
All right, just being clear. Well, that wraps things up with Michael. Next, I brought in the keyboard player, Daniel. Hi there, Dan. You're the keyboard player of Living in Squalor. How long have you been playing piano?
Well, I've been playing piano for, I think, 3 years maybe.
3 years?
I'm not quite sure, but something like that, yeah.
So tell me, how did you end up in the band?
They were asking around at this bar that I was hanging out at if there's any drummers around, because I guess we still don't have a drummer. And I thought, hey, I don't play drums, but maybe they'll need a keyboard player. And at about this time, I'd just been playing for, I don't know, 2 years maybe. And so I was like, I'll give it a shot and see what they see.
So what are some of your biggest influences?
Now that I think about it, I can't really think of any good rock keyboard players.
Oh, okay. So I was watching your guys' latest music videos. You're not actually in the video. Why is that?
My keyboard was malfunctioning at the beginning of the video. So I told them just to go ahead and I'd join in later during the video. But that didn't really happen either.
When I listen to your song, it doesn't really have a very strong keyboard presence. In fact, I don't know if I can even hear it on the track. Is there any particular reason for that?
I'm not quite sure, actually. I'm playing the songs. Maybe it didn't record my part. I'm not sure.
You think it was just a mechanical malfunction?
Yeah, it probably was. Now that I think about it, it happens quite often.
Just some faulty gear probably, right?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you for having me too, Terry. I mean, people don't really ask for my opinion too much, so it's nice to be able to talk about the band to somebody else.
It was my pleasure. Well, that's all we got from Dan, but the next person I brought in was Chris, the lead singer of Living in Squalor. Hey there, Chris. You're the lead singer of Living in Squalor.
I would just like to correct you real quick. I am living in squalor, but that's okay. Yeah, singer. Singer's fine.
Oh, sorry. Could you please not put your face on the mic?
What? I'm sorry. No, I need to get up close and personal for this interview. I really feel like I need to get into it in a more intimate setting.
I'm not sure you need to put your mouth on it though.
Yep. Nope. This is how I do it in the mics. Yep.
So you're the one who started the band. Why did you decide to found it?
It was an incredibly drunken impulse. I'll just tell you right now, right off the bat. I just, out of my mind, unbelievably, wrote this song. And then the next day I woke up, had this song laying in front of me, and I said to myself, by God, I need a band.
So why did you choose the name Living in Squalor?
Well, living in squalor doesn't actually mean we're living in squalor, so to speak. Living in squalor is a mental term, if you will. I consider myself a master of psychology, and I find that within my own mind, I live in a very low place. Squalor, you might say.
So where do you get the inspiration for your lyrics?
Drunken impulses. Yes.
Is that usually where you get most of your inspiration?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much everything. I do, yes.
What's the songwriting process like?
Get drunk near pen and paper. Wake up with some lyrics. Get drunk again near a guitar. Wake up with some music. Call the other people I collaborate with.
So you have a guitar when you sing, but do you actually play guitar?
Oh, of course I do. I would actually consider myself a better musician and guitarist than our lead, but it looks better for the image to have a second person standing behind me. You know, if you leave that whole open space on my right shoulder, then it just looks weird. And
So you don't actually need Mike on
oh,
guitar?
no, I mean, I need somebody on my right shoulder to finish the image.
And now, Dan has never been seen in any of the music videos. Is there a reason for that, or...?
Quite frankly, I don't like his appearance at all. Just the way he looks, it offends me.
And also, I never hear him on any of the tracks. He says he's recorded them, some sort of like keyboard malfunction.
I don't know anything about that. That's far out of my, that's something to take up with our producer, I think. Yes, yeah. I definitely enjoyed every track he ever laid down, very much so. I encouraged him to do what he did, and yep.
You let him have total free creative
of course
input?
I did. We are great collaborators together, bandmates, best of mates. Oh yeah.
How long have you been singing?
Since before I was conceived, I think, actually.
You were singing in the womb?
Oh, before that even. I would venture to say that my two separate forming entities themselves were singing within their respective organs.
Uh-huh.
I'm a culmination of years of evolution, all right? I'm a fine-tuned weapon of vocalization.
Tuned to being literally?
Yes.
All right, then. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap things up?
I mean, what can I say besides, living in squalor is the biggest thing since Elvis. I mean, we've completely redefined the genre.
You've been together for 3 weeks?
3.5, I think, actually. I mean, we've already toured the country multiple times and played at several high schools.
A lot of teenagers like your music?
Oh, everyone likes our music. I don't know a single person who doesn't.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to end the show. A big thanks to the guys from Living in Squalor for coming into the studio. It's been really illuminating. This is your host, Terry, and I'll see you next time.